Hey friends, Dr. Christy here, and I just want to do a quick video on postpartum depression. I've actually experienced it with my very first son, and I can tell you what really helped me with my last two not experience that same level of mental fog, depression, disconnection, all those really deep-seated just wounds that make you feel miserable after having a baby. So first of all, when you have a baby, if you are depleted adrenally speaking, thyroid is underactive or imbalanced in some way, essentially if your hormones aren't ideally balanced, you will be more likely to suffer from postpartum depression. The number one thing I recommend is, so if you've experienced this in the past and you're looking to not experience this again with a subsequent pregnancy, or you are just trying to be proactive because you are not sure, maybe your hormones were unstable prior to getting pregnant and you really want to ensure that you don't have any issues postpartum, number one thing I really recommend is looking into placental encapsulation. A postpartum doula can get this for you. Essentially what it is after you give birth, the placenta itself filled with nutrients. Remember, what the placenta was doing was actually keeping the baby alive and balanced this entire time. Yes, it filters toxins in and out, but so was our own bodies. So it's not actually laden with a whole bunch of toxins, which is a common misconception. So what the postpartum doula will do is they will take your placenta, they will sterilize it, they will boil it, they'll dry it out, and then pulverize it, basically put it in a high-speed blender and put it into capsules. Now there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can do the raw method, which is you just basically do all the things I just said and take the placenta and put it in capsules straight up. Or there's an herbal infused method where you can put some different Chinese herbs into it that are also really good for postpartum vitality and hormonal balance. Personally, it's a judgment call on what your body specifically needs. Personally, I did the raw method for my second two pregnancies. So my first, I didn't know about this, and so I definitely suffered. My second and my third sons had no problems, and I definitely did this. I did not have my placenta infused with different herbs, and I didn't do that type of method. I didn't feel that I needed it. I also muscle tested what my body needed at that time. So if you have a practitioner near you that can do this kind of work that will actually determine if this is in your best interest, that would be a really good idea, because there is no one-size-fits-all approach, but definitely something to look into. And outside of placental encapsulation, really finding other ways to meet your needs, making sure that you are joyful and finding meaning in your life other than in that status as a new mom. Because let's face it, moms, it's a hard life when we get pregnant and we go to give birth, and then suddenly they're like, here's this baby, now you get to keep it alive, and now your life is no longer your own, and now your identity is shifted because you're no longer you're this mom. It can be tough. So make sure you're finding joy in your life that's outside of that maternal role. Make sure that you're being fulfilled. And I would take different supplements. Frequently, prenatal vitamins are not enough to give you that hormonal balance and mental stability that you need postpartum. Thyroid support, B complex, adrenal support, magnesium, different minerals are really important. Just some basic things to keep in mind. Any questions, drop them below, follow for more tips. And if you have any other specific questions, please just feel free to drop the questions below, and we can have a one-on-one conversation. Have a good day, friends.